it was because of the gap in the center of the defense.
And it seemed like everybody was on the same page there for Lipscomb. You saw Sakal let that ball go through for Alvarado to set it up.
Yeah, definitely. He said 2-0, 2-0. Not the best score in soccer, but it's a good score right now.
Well, it helps when you have the nation's leading scorer on your side. 7 goals on the year now for Sakal. And again, like you said, Anthony, picture perfect.
Picture perfect.
On the setup. If you're FGCU right now, you got to be a little bit scared watching this Lipscomb offense.
Yeah. They're doing everything they need to do to, put the ball in the back of the net. They're making late penetrating runs. They're combining. They're playing penetrating balls. They're getting the ball out wide, servicing into the box. Guys that are finishing in the air with pressure on them. I mean, they're only thing they need to do now is just have a 30-yard bomb, and they pretty much have everything licked.
For NJIT. But all those frontline players for Lipscomb have played well to
diversity in their midfielders and being able to make different runs, and it causes
carriage towards the box. The cow.
See your forwards working all the way back into the midfield. That's a really good sign that your team's focused.
That one's out of bounds. Back over to Lipscomb. It's been crisp from the Bisons.
And as I was saying, like, they're in a 4-3-3. They got it right at the end of the day. And they got a lot of seniors. They got a lot of, at the end of the day, when I hear seniors, you hear leadership. When you hear leadership, that means that guys are bought into what's going on in the program.
Even though NJIT is the better seed in this matchup, it's about peaking at the right time. They say that in any sport. Mm-hmm. This is the postseason, and right now, Lipscomb is the hotter team, and they've shown that so far today.
Yep.
Jimenez on the far side for NJIT. Trying to get into the box. It's pushed out of bounds. And a corner coming for the Highlanders. It almost feels like they have to cash in on every opportunity.
This is it, and that's called attacking the ball.
Just went over everybody.
Yeah.
Disregarding the traffic. NJIT with another push. Jimenez. Back to Jimenez, now in the middle. Marquez in the game. Garasi goes down, and Sakau comes away with it. Garasi plays it to the middle. Marquez to the far side. NJIT trying to set something up. Nigro gives it up. He plays catch with Marquez. They look towards the corner for Cordero. He is there. And his shot is knocked down by Boitez.
It's only what you're trying to do, but if NJIT could literally move the ball, that's really close.
Here is Garasi with some space towards the corner for NJIT. Mamadou Garasi gives it up into the middle. Changing direction is Marquez, and a sliding stop made by Zappia.
You live with that. That's what you live with. Garasi gets the ball, 2 players on him. He releases it, 2 players on that player. He finds like a little hole to slip him through. The keeper reads it well, smothers it. Guess what? You have possession back.
The right decision-making just didn't work out.
Right.
Costa and Cordero on the near side for the Highlanders. Trying to keep this one in. They do. Marquez has been active since coming in. Now Jimenez in the middle.
There it is right there. He's got to touch it. Service.
Nigro looking around.
Service.
They play it short.
Okay, if you're going to go around the other side, see that player right there, number 11, he should be streaking up the sideline to get something out of it.
Keep the pressure on.
Yeah, this is not the time to try and keep possession. They have to get something out of it.
Here's Garasi with a touch. Gives it up. Now in the middle. Shot towards net, and that is in. The Highlanders get one back. It's 3-1.
That's a great shot, but I don't know if he meant to hit it there, but that's a great finish nonetheless.
Moving forward, tried to make a move, but Espuela picked his pocket. Hugo Espuela, newly named on the all-freshman team in the conference. Into the middle now, Jimenez. Good pass for Cordero.
This is not what you want.
The long ball for Gerasi.
Man.
A ton of space, but pushed him towards the corner. Gerasi sizing them up, moving into the box, takes a rip with the left foot, and is denied as he hits the deck.
And one thing about NJIT, they have to find those players that are playing in between the lines because that's what's going to hurt them as well.
Nigro to the far side. Jimenez. They play it to the corner for Costa. Can he run that ball down? No, a little too far.
Just the final ball. Just, that final ball, the ball they need to, the penetrating ball they need to play. They're just missing out on that. If they connect, they get that right, I think they're going to create more chances for themselves. Logan Plainer has done really.
Now in the game. Those two usually come in off the bench. Delaney has played in 15 of Lipscomb's 17 games this year. This one gets loose in the middle. Cordero trying to find Gerasi. He does. Gerasi gives it up. The shot is deflected out of bounds. Or no deflection. It's going to be a goal kick for Lipscomb. For Birchfield. Costa, a good pass to Nino. Danny Cordero. Oh, Delaney gets ridden down to the turf.
He's got to be pulling out a card at this point.
That is Paulino Marquez on the takedown.
Yeah, that was a 10-point takedown.
Marquez, a senior from Brearley High School in New Jersey.
Well, this is good right here. The referee's really got to lay down the law. He's got a decision to make. If he doesn't give a card, here's what's going to happen. There's going to be retaliation. If he does, then he gains control of the match. He doesn't give a card, so what? He's trying to keep control over the match right now. Coach Morrow is, really upset about the tackle, as he should be. But the referee's got to do something about it. He's got to hand out a card. If he hands out a card, then guess what? That player is going to be a little bit smarter in his tackles and his pulling. If not, then his team is going to be at a disadvantage the next time. That's an obvious intention to not play the ball.
So a little lucky there to not get that call.
He definitely got off really lucky.
And then Carriage takes him down in response.
And that's fine. That's a foul. Give it a little push in the back. Just keep playing.
Third of the match. This one comes short, headed away by NJIT, but not out. Costa got a foot on that ball. And now Nino finding Marquez.
Oh, why did he just sit off of him?
He had a teammate open in the middle. Nino on the sideline.
Oh.
Gets it through.
Oh.
And then eventually cleaned up. Espuela gives it up. Here they go in the middle. And then Boitez steps in. And a whistle.
It's the final pass. That ball that was just cut off by
Boitez, number 7.
Yeah.
An entertaining half of soccer.
Yeah.
Both teams have had their fair share of opportunities.
They're right there. Both teams are right there.
And speaking of the first half, that's going to do it for the first half as the clock strikes 0. As we know in college soccer, that is all. 45 minutes of play complete, and the score at the end of the first half is Lipscomb 3 and NJIT 1. Sakau with 2 goals for Lipscomb, Birchfield the other, and then Pablo Jimenez, the response in the 33rd minute for NJIT, brings this score to 3-1. We're going to recap the first half and preview the second half in just a few minutes here on ASUN TV. Don't go anywhere. John Vitas and Anthony Stovall joining you live from Fort Myers in a bit. Welcome back to the FGCU Soccer Complex here in Fort Myers, Florida. John Vitas and Anthony Stovall here on ASUN TV. After a very entertaining first half between third-seeded NJIT and sixth-seeded Lipscomb, the Bisons lead it 3-1. They scored the first 3 goals in 22 minutes in the first half, and then NJIT with a response offensively but unable to take advantage of their chances and losing that match 2-1. So it'll be Jacksonville versus Stetson in the one semifinal on Sunday. So that's the 1-5 matchup, and still trying to figure out who will play FGCU on the other side of the bracket, this single elimination Atlantic Sun tournament. Here's one into the box for NJIT. Neger taking it with the left foot. Lands on Cordero's foot. Now towards the middle. That's Marquez. Gets it back. Jimenez changing direction. Shakes off one defender. And finds a teammate, Nina. Near side for Cordero. Had 3 purple jerseys around him. The cross is popped up by Eager. Stays in bounds. Cordero tracking it. And then Ramirez takes him out. It'll be a foul. Now Eager missed the first half of the year due to an injury. But an important piece for this team last year. They're happy to have him back. As Marquez goes down, draws the whistle. Free kick for Cordero. He'll give way to third. A defender went down for NJIT, but they're playing this one tough. Ramirez loses it, taken away by the Highlanders.
Oh.
And Garassi, marked by Boitez.
It gets a little scrappy like that, and Lipscomb
Goes there, but then it's taken out, and a whistle. Here comes NJIT. Marquez is erased.
You can see Zach Carrot. You see their right back is all by themselves. There you go. That's the ball you want.
Lock and Carriage have plenty of real estate to work with.
Now look back at the other side of the pitch. Number 2, he's just hanging. Oh, you can't give the ball away that cheap.
Jimenez controls now for NJIT. Marquez across midfield. Jimenez towards the sideline, plays it towards the corner. Costa's moving forward. Costa sizing him up, sends one to the box. Garassi was there, but again, it's Boitez to erase the opportunity. And Sakau, one of the other key forwards for Lipscomb, is getting ready to come back in as well. Jimenez playing one towards the near side for Marquez. Marquez one-on-one with Eager. Pushes it towards the end line, and Eager shoulders him out of the way.
Oh, well,
and then plays it to Smith.
That's great defending.
NJIT about to put Jack Flanagan in the game. They used only 2 subs in the first half. Flanagan will be their third as Marquez whistled for that foul. Flanagan, another senior, as he had in the first half.
And taking your shots on frame so early like that, what's going to happen? Defenders are going to step up on you, and they're going to try and close you quickly. Then at that point, you can get an opportunity to sell a fake or 1 or 2, and then get in behind the defenders.
This one's played forward to Kashu. Here is Garassi looking around, gives it up. Back to Kashu from New Zealand. Substitution for NJIT. Marquez comes back in. Koshu comes out.
And Marquez has looked like one of the most dangerous players on NJIT today. He needs to really begin to insert himself in the final third. The last 14 minutes.
Flanagan heads it towards the sideline, and Eager clears it away.
Right there. He's just touched he just carried the ball 4 or 5 different times, 4 or 5 touches, and he should just release it in 2.
Here's a run from Marquez.
Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle.
Is that Boitez again?
Needs to get something like in the next 4 minutes.
They play this one in the middle, do the Highlanders. Trying to send one forward for Garcia. Zappia comes all the way out. We'll send it into the seats.
And right there.
There's a ball for Garasi. He's got space on the far side, and he got tripped up. Carriage got a foot on it as Garasi backtracks now.
Remember when I was telling you about Carriage as being a really solid player, right place, right time, always in the right position? That's a goal right there.
They couldn't get it through Smith, and he clears it out of bounds. But that was as good of a chance as we've seen for Garasi since the first few minutes. Out of bounds, or Garasi kept it in. Gives it up. Jimenez into the backside. Marquez crosses, chipped out. And a good play by Smith to keep him in check today. Painter trying to get around Espuela. He cannot. Near side Marquez. Makes a run to the middle. Drops it off for Cordero, changing momentum. Danny Cordero trying to split the teeth of the defense. Jimenez towards the back post. Headed to Garasi. Garasi makes a move, winds up, has the shot blocked. Garasi now dribbling in the corner. He crosses one. That's into some trouble. Boitez on the header. And a player is taken out. NJIT can't believe the call. I think it's again to them.
I don't.
As Painter comes out, a job well done tonight.
Yeah.
Less than 6 minutes to go. His teammates will try and close this one out for him.
Yeah, that leaves them maybe 3 minutes to score a second goal if they were to get one right now.
Painter actually a redshirt junior, but three-time member of the all-conference team. Cordero for NJIT drops it off to Marquez. Boitez guarding him. Opposite side is Espuela pushing. The defender pokes one into the box. Handled. Now a long shot from Jimenez. And he finds the back of the net. A long distance strike from Pau Jimenez, the freshman from Spain, and we have ourselves a one-goal game.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I just don't even believe what I just saw. He hit like a 35-yard bomb. That's called a grass cutter.
The Lipscomb defense has been everywhere tonight, but somehow that ball got all the way through.
And as they say, game on.
One-goal game. 5 minutes to go. Jimenez has both goals for NJIT.
Oh, man. Just pick it up. I know every second's precious, but.
Zappia sends one into no man's land. They'll let it go out. Throw in back to Pujadas. 4 to play. Pau Jimenez has certainly stepped up tonight for NJIT. Here's one into the box. Jimenez is the closest man to it. He gives it up to Garasi on the far side. Garasi to Costa. Costa looking for an opening. He sends one towards the box. The shot. And we are tied. NJIT, the equalizer, and we are deadlocked at 3.
Oh, my goodness.
2 goals in the span of 2 minutes.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
The emotion from the Highlanders.
Oh, my goodness.
After Lipscomb appeared to be in control, NJIT with a couple of quick strikes.
Oh, man.
I believe that was Cordero on the backside.
Okay, so remember we talked about this in the first half. You're down 3-1. It's 3-2. You got the momentum. 3-3. What do you feel like? You feel like you're going to come in and take the game? Oh, man.
It's worth mentioning that NJIT scored both of these goals with Sakau, Alvarado, and Painter all on the bench.
Who are now at the halfway line.
This is Garcia running behind it, and Zappia comes all the way out to make the play.
That's great goalkeeping right there. He doesn't read that?
Now into the box, or towards the box. Cordero looking for Garasi. Stepped in by Carriage.
Carriage. Solid.
Popped up by Espuela. Marquez. Towards the corner, looking for Garasi, running behind Carriage. Mamadou Garasi has the ball in his foot. Sizing up Carriage. You have strength on strength right there. They tried to give it a little tap to Garasi, but too much on it. They feed the middle. Alvarado. He has it taken away.
Just to let you know, there's 34 seconds left.
So final 30 seconds. Of course, no ties in the postseason. We'll have a couple overtime periods. Cleared away by Flanagan, but not out. Painter with some space. Painter with a cross, and nobody's home for Lipscomb as time will expire here at the end of regulation.
Man, I know you thought at that moment when he gets past the man in the box, there's going to be something that's going to happen.
I was waiting for that purple jersey on the backside, but nobody was there for Painter, and we are headed to overtime.
Which side would you rather be on? Man, good game.
What a comeback from the NJIT Highlanders. Goals in the 85th and 87th minute to turn a 3-1 deficit into an overtime affair. Jimenez and Cordero with the big goals down the stretch. NJIT looked like they were out of gas. Their leading scorer had been shut down, and somehow they find a second win in the final 5 minutes to send this elimination game into overtime. Anthony Stovall, this is about as good of a college soccer match as you'll find.
Absolutely. You put them away. A lot of nerves. I think you used the right word. Lipscomb was stunned. And so now we're back here. We're back at neutral. I call it neutral because both teams are even. It's even keel right now. And whoever asserts their will, finishes, capitalizes on their offensive side. Final third, whoever minimizes them.
Awfully comfortable. They had their three best players on the bench down the stretch, and NJIT cashed in on a couple of late chances.
Yeah, all from a 35-yard strike.
It all started with Jimenez.
Yeah.
And here he is, number 21 for NJIT. Cordero, who had the other goal, loses that one out. Cow played to the middle.
Oh.
This one's towards the front of the box. They got through Sakau. Costa's there on the backside. And a nifty maneuver by Costa, but he gives it right to... And here's a chance for Garasi. Garasi gets around Locke for the game winner. He's trying to get around him, drops it off for Jimenez. Jimenez towards the near side, crosses one, and it's over everybody. That was a great chance for NJIT. Garasi and Jimenez were near that post.
Capitalize on your opportunities. The keeper just...
And good play by NJIT. Here they come the other way. Looked like Nino there on the defensive play. That gets deflected. Sending everyone deep. Left-footed boot bounces across midfield. Headed up in the air by Marquez. And then Eager sends one airborne. Headed down. Birchfield erased. Cordero.
I said it in the first half. Say it right now. The final third. The final pass.
We're down to 10 seconds. NJIT has to move quickly towards the middle and a clean slide there.
Starting, their attendance. So that's going to be playing against them as well. So they're going to be tired. They're going to be emotionally spent. They're going to be mentally spent. And then they're going to come into a hostile environment because the student body is going to show up. And it's on paper and, even a little bit tonight, the better team that should go through. But we're here in overtime.
And NJIT's proven to be dangerous down the stretch here. Flanagan making a run. And they are going to settle for a shootout. 2 overtimes completed. Nobody has scored in the extra session. And we are complete here in our second overtime session. A spot in the semifinals is going to come down to penalty kicks. On Sunday, Locke ends it. Ben Locke sends Lipscomb into the ASUN semifinals. They take it 3-0 in the shootout. And Lipscomb is moving on. They coughed up a 3-0 lead here tonight, but come back to win it in PKs as NJIT gave it all they had down the stretch. And you can see the dejection all over their faces.
Yeah, that's tough. They came here, they almost stole it. They almost stole it, but once again, experience outweighs youth. So, hats off. Congratulations to both teams, but definitely congratulations to Lipscomb for pulling it out.
And how about Luke Wilson?
Man.
First time on the field, not one.
Man.
Got through Wilson.
That's a great average right there. I know his family's happy for him back at home.
No doubt about it. The Columbia, Tennessee native comes through for Lipscomb
Tennessee, all right.
in the shootout here. So that'll do it here from the FGCU Soccer Complex. Got to give all the credit in the world to Coach Barbodo for the Highlanders, as Mamadou Garassi, the nation's top scorer, sees his career come to an end today, but a brilliant career at that.
Yeah, definitely. Hats off. Amazing to see that you gave a really good team everything they had.
Well, the semifinals are set here in the Atlantic Sun. 5th-seeded Jacksonville beat North Florida earlier tonight, so it'll be Jacksonville versus Stetson, the 1 versus the 5 on the other side of the bracket. Both lower seeds won their matches tonight. Lipscomb, the 6, becomes just the 4th 6th seed in ASUN history to win a match in this event. They move on to take on 2nd-seeded Florida Gulf Coast University on Sunday. We'll be there to bring you the call, 1 o'clock here at this facility as FGCU takes on Lipscomb.